What's up, y'all? It's your host, Sessa, aka back here with another episode. I know y'all liking the multiple cameras. It feels different. It's nice, isn't it? But I'm not here with my co-host, but right now I'm with the one.
Man.
JR split back right there. Yep.
JRK, man.
Mm-hmm. How you doing, my boy? How you feeling?
I feel good. I'm alive. I got air in my lungs. God is good, so I feel good.
Mm-hmm. And a heavy finger.
Oh,
a very, very heavy. Yeah.
Last time you guys saw me, I did not have this, but I do now. So
I'm not gonna lie. This is not even gonna be a pod. This is gonna be a lot of just yap.
chatting.
There's gonna be a lot of yap. Okay, how do you feel? How do you feel
about just life right now?
Yeah. Ringed up.
New crib.
Oh, new crib.
Yeah.
Wife, not girlfriend. How have you caught yourself doing that yet?
I haven't.
Okay.
I called their wife for the first time at work. So I was talking. We're talking about the polar plunge that we did last year.
Okay, yeah.
And my coworker was like, "Are you gonna do it again this year? And are you gonna bring your girl?" I said, "My wife." Girl is crazy.
Do you always make it a thing where it's like no, better.
No, because at this point they know.
Oh yeah,
but,
sure.
I was like, no, me and my wife are not doing it this year. And I was like, wow, wife, like not girl, not fiance, but wife.
Legally, you have to say wife.
Yeah, and she has my last name. You know, no one on earth has my last name except for me, and now she has it. The combination of my last name, I should say. Yeah. No one has that combination that I've seen ever. I looked it up too. Nobody, just me and her.
I feel it. How are you digesting that?
It's crazy, like, because before we were married, it's 40-minute commute either way to see each other. So then we really only see each other once a week, which is on Sundays.
That's
but
definitely
like to see her every day, to wake up every day, make breakfast, make dinner every single day, and then go to bed together. Man, there's nothing like it.
That's fine.
Literally nothing like it.
That's fine. No, honestly, it's crazy because it's like you're still like 23, right? You haven't hit 24.
23, yeah.
Yeah, whole 23.
Jordan here.
And married, like just locked in, and I feel like that's just new because of this. I think are you the first one in the group to get married? Yeah, out of like all group chats.
Yeah, well, yeah.
literally the first one. And I feel like it's a domino that's falling.
I was supposed to be the first one to do a lot of things, but got one thing taken away from me.
There's a lot of youngins running around, but we move.
I heard you're next.
We'll see. We'll definitely see. Education comes first. That's what
this is true.
It says. Education.
Education
does come first. Do you feel like you rushed it?
No.
Okay. No. How come?
I feel like if anything, it took too long.
It was too damn long. Y'all wasting time. Okay.
Like if I have any advice, I would say, if you're gonna get engaged, make that period as short as possible.
That's fair. I'm not mad at that.
It was too busy. It was too much, and we both didn't like it.
Okay.
The wedding was beautiful.
Okay. Yeah.
I think. How did you feel? Because you were not only at the wedding, but you were in it.
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean?
The whole day, the setup, the getting ready for it. How did you feel about the day?
It was beautiful. It was a beautiful act of wedding. But so I have to preface this with, I am Nigerian, like super Nigerian. Okay, and we kind of have this rule culturally: you cannot host an event if you cannot afford said events, right? And I feel like there's a lot of social contracts and things that need to be put aside when you are moving in that matter, especially here, especially like in America, because you'll have all these different things to do and all these different rules that no one will follow. Like, bring a gift. No one is bring gift. If you have kids and they bring their friends over, you feed the kid. You feed that. You don't ask for money on the back end. That's crazy. So as a Nigerian, you have to be able to afford it. And weddings are so expensive. We're gonna get into how much you guys had to chop bread to make it happen. And it gets to the point where, if you are not at the point to be able to afford this marriage and afford this child and afford this wedding, don't have it, because it will be lavish. Your uncles will be flying in from Nigeria to go and celebrate you, so you have to have a ginormous thing, like a whole event. And that's why people love inviting so many people when it comes to like a Nigerian event. I remember my cousin, he got married, right? And he literally pulled up he had two different, he had the actual ceremony and then the party after,
reception,
right?
Yeah.
The ceremony with the intimate people, 110 people pulled up just for the actual seeing them get married. And then you switch over to the party, 300 heads. 300 heads. 300 people to feed.
And that's like, that's actually in the seats. That's not who's invited.
Exactly. That was not even talking about the plus ones, the aunties that just says, you know what, let me show love and actually pull up. It's a lot. It's a lot of people. But as for how I liked yours, I think the fact that you guys are so early in your careers and the fact that you guys are just like young in general, it was beautifully choreographed. Like, I thought so much things are gonna go wrong at the event, and the fact that nothing went wrong. Nothing happened wrong. I said beautiful.
Stuff went wrong. We're gonna.
But no one knows. No one knows.
They're gonna know though. Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. Like, the biggest thing that went wrong, we should just hop into it, I'm not gonna lie. The biggest thing that went wrong is the amount of family members that just didn't pull up. That were invited, that accepted, that went through the website. You had 5 questions. To click all those questions and then say, yes, you're coming, and don't show up, don't invite me to nothing. I'm not coming. Don't invite me to your kids' birthday parties. Don't invite me to anything. I'm not coming. I love you. I'm not talking to you for a long time. $60 a plate. You and your husband didn't show up? Yeah.
I'll end you myself. I promise.
What? I'm not coming to nothing you have anymore. I won't come. And if I do come, I'm taking 8 to-go plates automatically.
For sure. I'll be the worst person there. And I don't even blame you, because of not only do you have to find a venue that will sit all those people. Yes. Now, the day of, there's empty seats when there's people I told to stay home. That's crazy.
That's the craziest thing. Because the thing is, it was a big wedding. We had a max of 225.
Okay.
So there's people that I wanted to come that I said, you know what, family comes first. I had to invite them just because they're family. And I told my friends to stay home, and you still didn't show up. I will block you. It's over with. Like, because of who I am and because of who I love, I have to still love you.
For sure.
I don't like you, though.
It'll take a while for me to build that bond back.
I will love you, though. Like, in a time of need, I got you. I don't like you right now as a person.
But for now, you hurt my heart.
Yeah.
You definitely hurt. No, I definitely get that. So, one of the things that like scares me about... this is more so a social norm. Like, so one of the reasons why I didn't have parties up until like literally college. I think my first birthday party was when I was 21. I think that was the first time I had like a birthday party.
On Tuesday night. On a Tuesday night.
One of my biggest fears is people not showing up. So for the longest, I'll be like, what if I throw this whole big party, have food, have drinks, and it's literally just me? And nobody shows up. I don't know what I would do. That's
Dr. Doofenshmirtz. He birthed himself. He's at his own birthday party.
And you know what? And people try to tell me that's like an unrealistic fear to have. But I was like, I remember I pulled up to birthday parties when I was small, like 7 to 10, right? And no one's at this kid's birthday. Keep in mind, he invited everyone in class. Not a soul showed up. Couldn't be me. And you had to just show up to school the next day like ain't nothing happened. Like,
but that's different. That's different because you can't drive.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like once you are in high school, there's just no way you have anything and no one shows up. That's just not possible. Like, there's no way no one shows up.
Hey, I don't know. It's a fear I have. I don't know what to tell you. It's a fear that I have. And then fast forward into a wedding. I don't know, bro. It's tough. It's definitely
if you
tough.
had a wedding and no one showed up, I don't like.
It's just you and the bride. It's just.
I don't think that's like, you'd have to do it on purpose. Like, you'd have to do. What was that lady that did that? The RSVP, you had to turn it in. It was like a $300 ticket that you had to turn in. And she invited over 1,000 people. Only 20 people came. That's the only time I feel like that. But see,
that's a profit.
20 people still came.
Still filled up, bro, for sure. Honestly, that's one of the things that's kind of irked me about weddings. It's because y'all didn't do this, but I've seen people use parties and events like that as a way to make money. So they charge people for like little things here and there, little gift money, little things of that nature. And as a Nigerian, right, there's a couple traditions where we spray money, right? Yeah. And I've sat back and I've thought to myself, African weddings, have to be money laundering schemes. They have to be schemes. They literally have to be schemes because there's this like social pressure for you to show out and show up when an event like that calls, and you kind of feel weird if you're not obligating and actually like showing out with that same type of energy. And I feel like that kind of muddies the experience. But then again, culturally, it might be more of like a showing off thing in comparison to like American weddings. Like even something as small as like outfits. People don't wear suits to weddings. That's the thing that I found out too. Yeah, no. So that's something that shocks me.
You wear dress shirts and pants.
Yeah, and khaki. Yeah, wear a khaki pants and a nice button-up shirt. And
who wore khakis?
No, not
It'll be their last day too. I'm not gonna lie. I have to post these pictures in my house and you're in khakis. It'll be your last day. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I feel it.
No, khakis is crazy. No, where did that trend start of like throwing ones at the bride and groom or throwing ones at like a grad party at the graduate?
I think it's like a blessing thing, because of the idea is you throw money, and that money is supposed to help the family that's hosting the party, or helping the students go to college, or helping the student get their first house to buy. I was about to say apartments. Africans don't believe in apartments, but get their first place to like sit down and then live. I think that's like the idea behind it.
And is it just each year they get more disrespectful of how they give the money to the kid? Because it used to be you spray it. Then I saw the money gun being shot at a kid. Then I saw someone's uncle put it on his forehead and it like stuck and he slapped his forehead. I just need to know because I'm tired of going to grad parties. The last one I went to, the little boy obviously is like 7 years old. He doesn't have any money. He sees his dad and his family and everybody's uncles throwing the money. He wants to join in like a kid would do. He picks it up.
Oh, yeah, that'll get you.
And I've never seen fire smack from a kid before in my life like I did that day. I'm talking about he slapped him so hard the DJ stopped playing music. Everybody looked at him. He started crying and ran. Whole time, I thought it was his dad.
It wasn't even his dad?
It was a random guy. It wasn't his uncle or nothing.
See, there's some things you need to learn as you are growing up as an African. You don't pick up that money.
Yeah.
You see that money, you look away. That's not your money.
He's 7 years old though. He's like, oh, everyone else is doing it. I want to do it too. I'm talking about fire. Like, you could see the spark off his head.
Yeah, because this is kind of like you're robbing the family. That's the way they see it, which is crazy.
But he was trying to do the same thing.
He wanted it. He wanted just to have fun. But yeah, no, slap the bejesus out of him.
I wonder what they're going to do next year. I feel like they're going to do like the ice bucket challenge.
With just
ones. Because I want to see how creative it can really be. Because I feel like I've seen it all, but I got to see more.
Honestly, one of the things that's interesting coming here from Nigeria, and especially there's more money now. Like there's people that are coming here and they're like actually like getting to the bread, and I feel like people got so creative with how much bread they having and how much like they showing off that I would not be surprised if people just start walking around with buckets and just start just washing people, washing. So yeah, no, I get it.
Would you? Would you, if when you have your wedding, it would be fully Nigerian or would it be like half and half?
The ceremony be American, like in a church with the priest and the whole 9 yards, and then a whole African thing.
Okay.
Or we like switch into the traditional guard and do the whole dance and
Would you get cussed for that?
For what?
Doing half and half?
I'm too grown.
I feel it.
You're not gonna see it.
It's a great answer. On my day, you gotta tell me what to do. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, that's valid.
One of the funniest things about growing up, once you grow up and you have your own bills, the things your parents tell you it rings different, because it's like, you can't stress me anymore. You officially are not allowed to stress me. I'm so sorry, because it's like, I am now facing the terms and the trials and tribulations. The trials and tribulations of this adulting, and it's different. The fact that food doesn't just magically appear in my fridge, and you want to yell at me.
Get this food. Make this food. Then store the food when I'm done. Yeah.
Please, I need space.
I felt it on moving day. My mom was like, "Yeah, put your stuff here." Does this money for rent leave your pocket? Don't tell me. When are you coming back home? Home? I'm here. I'm already here. What do you mean leave?
One of the funniest things, my homeboy, he literally hit me with the
Yeah, bro. Leave the house. It's crazy.
When he got his first apartment, he would turn on the AC and open the window. Just because he could. Just because he was paying for it.
He did it one time.
Oh, you know.
I bet you did it one time, yeah. Leave the lights on. Yeah. That was the first thing my dad said. He said, well, as soon as you move in, I'm opening all your refrigerator doors.
Opening the cabinets.
I'm opening the windows, and I'm turning the heat on. What you gonna do? He said, you did it to me for how long? Yeah, it's my time.
By the time you notice, you already lost in and out. So.
He can't come over to my house, man. He came over today. That's his last day. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, don't come over nowhere else.
But back to the wedding. How did all this happen? How did you and your wife happen?
No, so we met at church, and it's weird because she was sitting in the front row where I usually sit, and there's like a bunch of girls that I've never seen before, right? And I talked to every single one of them saying what's up because they're in our spot. And I was like, okay, well, we can't sit here now because you guys are sitting here. I met everyone in that row except for her. Apparently, she was just hidden, but she was there because she remembered seeing me, right? Which was crazy. We didn't talk. This is what happened. I posted a thing on Instagram. I think it was a verse. I don't remember what it was. And I tagged Salt Company, the ministry. They had reposted it, and then she followed me. Apparently, that was her shooting her shot. I don't know. Still to this day, how women shoot their shots.
Not even to mention Christian women. That's a whole nother. I don't even know. A whole nother. But continue.
And then she followed me, and then she had posted like the picture of all her friends. They're from River Falls, which is crazy. This is 40 minutes, an hour away. So you're coming to St. Paul. I'm like, okay, you have to be locked in.
Yeah, that's dedication. Yeah,
you got to be serious about something.
Got to love something.
So then she posts that picture, and then I swipe up, and I'm in this mode of I don't want no girl, I don't want a wife. I'm going to be the Apostle Paul. I'm going to just live my life, not dating nobody, just me and God strictly.
Why were you like that?
Heartbreak. A lot of heartbreak. I was
Let's spin back.
I was finished, right? And then I swipe up, yo, thanks for coming. Keep coming. That's cool that you guys are from River Falls, Wisconsin. Like, keep pulling up. Invite more people. Like, bring a whole bus of people. From that DM to now, there has never been a day we didn't talk. We've talked every single day. There was no awkward stage. There was nothing. It just clicked. Boom. And the crazy thing is for her too, she was the same way. I don't want a boyfriend. I don't want a husband. I'm done dating guys. I'm done. It's me and Jesus till I die. And then it's crazy because when you're not looking for something, you always find it. And then boom, God put it together. And then ever since.
Why were you like sworn off the hus?
Yeah, it had to be done because I wasn't serious.
Okay,
I was teeter-tottering a balance of I want to please God and I want to do this the right way, but I also want the attention. I want the validation, and I want to sin, pretty much. I want to kiss women that I'm not supposed to be kissing. And then I can't do both. Yeah. So the best thing for me to do is there's a scripture that says if your right arm causes you to sin, cut it off. So in my cutoff, it was just I'm done talking to women. I'm swearing you guys off. I'm done. Because that's the only way I knew to do it.
It was more like an outward thing more than I'm the problem?
Yeah.
They're tempting me?
Yeah, they're the problem.
Okay.
The whole time it's my fault. I'm the problem. I don't have to talk to you. I don't have to text you or nothing. But I'm not seeing it as that. So what I do is just say, you know what? I'm just done. And that's it. And then, 2 months later.
That's so interesting. Honestly, dating... that's some of the scariest things when I be hearing people when they find their wife at the church. Because my thing is, why would you shoot your shot at the house of the Lord? That's the first thing I always think.
No, it's bad.
Because I've seen people use the line that God told me to talk to you, and I've seen that in real time in a bar. So I'm sitting here and I'm thinking,
where?
You'd be surprised which bar too, but that's not the point. That's not the point of this. So I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, I don't think y'all are using God's word for the correctness. That seems kind of counterintuitive.
There was one thing I vowed, and it was to never be that guy. Like, if I'm going to be a jokester, I'm going to do that myself.
Not in Jesus' name.
No, he has nothing to do with that. Talking about Jesus told me to be together with you. Jesus told you to stop smoking. He didn't tell you to go talk to her. He said stop smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I vowed, because I've seen it with my own eyes. Like, oh yeah, man, like, come to church, let's talk. Come to church
Talk to who?
Talk to who?
It better be that guy. It better be that guy.
The worst thing that ever happened, I remember this. It was when I was interning, right? Mm-hmm. And we're handing out flyers for kickoff for people to come to the church. We're telling you it's going to be Chick-fil-A. There's going to be the word, obviously. It's going to be a great word. There's going to be music, everything. There's going to be Chick-fil-A. There's going to be snacks and games. Dude looked me in the eye and said, are the hoes going to be there? Yeah. Honestly, get away from me. Like, you're not even worried about what you need to be worried about. And I asked him, I said, why are you worried about that when I didn't even mention anything else except for Jesus? Well, you got to get the guys to come somehow. Yeah. It's over with.
Chick-fil-A couldn't do it?
Chick-fil-A wasn't enough?
I think I was being greedy. That's
really greedy. Chick-fil-A sandwiches are $4. You can't just come eat a sandwich? Like, what are we talking about?
Mm-hmm. For sure.
And I don't think they've done Chick-fil-A sandwiches since. I'm not going to lie.
That guy ruined it? No way that guy ruined it.
It's over with. Yeah. Oh, they haven't done Chick-fil-A sandwiches since.
Darn.
But yeah, that was it.
Okay. Do you think there's like a disconnect when it comes to trying to get married now, especially with the whole social media and that aspect? Like, did that actually make it difficult for you? Because, like, I don't even have that crazy of a following, and people just be DMing me, DM, saying crazy things, and I don't even got 10,000 subs anywhere. Like, I don't have 10,000 anywhere, like, at all.
I don't think social media made it hard.
Okay.
I think it made it easier because I have a lens and such, or in a way that I view, and it was like, does it match up to how I live my life?
Okay.
I'm not saying she has to be perfect. Like, I have standards.
Okay.
Because, like, there's no standards there. It's just,
there's no
she
perfection.
Love Jesus? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If she loves Jesus, she loves Jesus. Mm-hmm. But it was like, okay, does she glorify the Lord with everything that she has? Or does she at least attempt to? Mm-hmm. You know? And talking through things and, like, seeing things. I'm like, yeah, she does.
Yeah.
And then if I had questions, I just ask, like, hey, do you feel like this would honor Jesus? Mm-hmm. And we'd have a conversation like, no, it really doesn't. Then it'd be deleted or taken down, or like it just wouldn't go up there. So I think that made it easier in a sense. I think the hardest thing right now with dating, especially in the church, is like who follows who and who knows who. Like if I have a specific homeboy, like say I'm not married, right?
Okay.
If I have a specific homeboy that's following a girl, I'm not following that girl. Because I know that some of these homeboys are not glorifying the Lord and living in the church, and they're using these women in such ways that's just insane. Mm-hmm. I can't talk to you.
Okay.
I'm going to avoid you.
That's fair.
Because part of you is in and out. And where I'm going, I can't do in and out. Okay. I got to drive straight to the basket. Mm-hmm. I don't have time to be dancing around backcourt violation. Mm-hmm. I just need to go straight. Mm-hmm. And if you're not on that same path of going straight with me, I'm not going to break my neck to come pick you up. Because if I had to break my neck to pick you up, that means I'm no longer going forward. I can't afford to stop going forward.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's just not worth it. And I don't think people have that lens anymore.
Okay.
Like, we need to be yoked. Even if you're not a believer or whatever you follow, you got to be yoked with somebody. Because the moment you have to turn around and break your neck and stop them, you just can't go forward.
Yeah.
And that ruins all motion.
That's fair. Especially, one of the things the elders always tell me, you have two things you must do in this life. You gotta love Jesus, and you gotta find a woman. You gotta find the correct one. Because of only, I'm not saying that a woman can destroy you, but a man that's not sound in himself at least will let a woman destroy them. Like, especially if you're not a type of individual that's good at, like, being accountable. That's the key word right now. Accountable. Yeah. Like, you have a thing that you're trying to do. You're trying to strive for stuff. You're trying to work. You're trying to do all these great things. But you can't hold yourself accountable to the things that you need to do. You will definitely find any excuse. And I know men. Men will go out their way to blame their woman before they come blaming themselves to why they're not good.
That's how we're here now.
Like, let's really be serious.
If Adam would have listened to the Lord and then led his wife instead of blaming we wouldn't be here. There would be no podcast. There would be nothing. It would be we would be in the garden, hanging out, chilling, feet reclined. It's that easy.
And it gets to a point where people are missing out on good and greatness in their pursuits to try and dilly-dally, trying to find women that you weren't even supposed to be with in the first place. And that's one of the things I think that people really need to dive in more.
Yeah, no. Being with a woman when you're not serious about your own life is stupid. if you don't take yourself seriously, you gonna try to take her, and then you want her to take you seriously.
That's the really big part.
Yeah.
Because of one thing that I know is a woman that doesn't. A woman can love you, but if they don't love you and respect you and actually like see you as something great, you're gonna get cooked.
And you want to be mad at her and take it on her and call her all types of names when you're not serious.
You gave her tuna from a can and you're mad it's not sushi?
Yeah.
That's you. You are the problem.
That's a bar.
That's
a bar.
So it worries me because I feel like people are so allergic to trying to work on themselves and actually find a reason to take themselves seriously, like especially when it comes to like something as simple as content. There is so many reasons to quit. There is not even to mention the act of time passing and not growing is a very simple thing to do. Go to grad school. Go to work. You know what? Not even go to grad school. Go find a different job with the degree that you were working on. It's like, oh, you didn't even get to that level? Okay. Go find a construction job. Oh, you don't want to do that either? There's so many things to do. But if you don't take yourself serious enough to walk forward in this short life that we have.
Because life is going to be hard, regardless. But you don't have to make it harder.
Yeah.
It's going to be challenging.
And not even to mention, you've seen her every single day for like, you've been married for like, what, a week now? 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
3 weeks, I think. Yeah.
Very fresh. Wake up, you see her. Go to sleep, you see her. Mm-hmm. How is that?
It's different. Like, I just want to be better.
Okay.
Like, because I know I don't deserve it.
Okay.
And the fact that I have it is like, okay, God, why are you giving it to me? Mm-hmm. And it's to prove that God is good. Mm. So if I joke with it, I look bad. She looks bad.
I don't think you get that many, like, love of your life. So.
And then boom, I'm making him look terrible. Why would I do that?
And that's
after he's giving me such a free gift, a gracious gift. I'm going to joke with it and then make him look bad?
There was a joke that I was making in the group chat when you were getting married. You're not allowed to divorce anyone. You're not allowed to find somebody else.
No.
Because I'm officially now allowed to never go to another wedding of yours. Yeah. Everyone gets one. You get one. It's in front of God, it's in front of your family, in front of your friends.
You want me to come to another one? Yeah, I'll slap you. I'll slap you and the person that officiates that one. We were talking about it yesterday, me and Rob. You've had 5 husbands, and the one you have now is not your husband. I'm not coming to that one. You had to. How did you lose it?
Yeah.
It's greedy. To want 2 in one life is greedy.
That is exactly what it is. You find the perfect person for you, and you want another one.
Yeah,
that's a bit much. That is
know.
A bit much, in my opinion. I feel like a lot of people aren't ready to get married. They're just...
I think people are ready. They're just not disciplined.
But I feel like if you're not... I feel like being, like, disciplined is, like, such a bottom level when it comes to being married.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you should already be there if you want to pursue this person forever. Like, that should be, like, a starting point. Because it's not even... Imagine finances are not in the way it should be. Things go to shit.
All gets bad. You find out that your wife has an Amazon addiction? Oh, yeah, no.
Y'all have spent $40,000 in 2 months?
That's possible? Oh. Yeah.
I remember when I was a chop, bro. Oh my god, this is like a memory that I remembered while I was in the shower, bro. I remember when I was a kid, bro. There's this person. They weren't babysitting, but it was like they're like family friends, right? And I remember a cop, bro. He was on the phone. He was talking about how he low-key hates his wife because of the day will not end if she doesn't spend his money. That's the thing that he was saying on the phone over and over and over again. And I'm like, imagine that you didn't know that your significant other is just terrible with finances. And now, God forbid, your finances goes to array. Like, the mortgage starts being a little more extra. The property taxes jump from $1,000 this month to $3,000 the next month. You don't know why. It's just the economy. And you have to make decisions with a person that you slowly have been starting to hate. You can't do that. That's like...
Yeah.
So there's so many different ways for a marriage or a relationship to unravel in the first place, that if you don't have that basic level of dedication and determination with that other individual, you'll be suffering.
Because I think the most beautiful thing that God placed on me and Kenzie is to wait for marriage. Was I perfect at this? Absolutely not. I am a human. I'm a human. Mm-hmm. And I thank God that we're not in that season anymore now, because that season, well, for the difficulty of that.
For sure.
But I did love that season for the fact I just got to learn about her. Yeah. Dive into her brain and understand. And she got to do the same for me. And like, we got to understand what we liked and what we didn't like, what we need, what we didn't need, and what we love and what we don't love. And I think that's the biggest thing, is that especially guys, young guys, are just so greedy in the sense, I need it and I need it now. You don't need it, and you definitely don't need it now, because you don't even know her last name, her middle name. You don't even know her pet's name. Yeah. And you want to move in with her and build a life together.
Wow, I thought you were talking about just clapping.
No, but that's where it starts.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But then you do that for a few years, and now you want to move in. You don't even know that she has a goldfish at home that she loves dearly.
You don't know that she has a mentally ill aunt that the illness runs in their family.
And she's next in line.
See, like jump the generation of her mom and it hit her. You don't know.
Because you don't talk. It's communication. It's because you don't talk enough, because you're so worried about, I need this to feel happy.
Yeah, no. That mental illness aspects be running amok on mugs, right? Like, finding out that your family tree has like so many people a part of it, and there's all these different people have lives and different circumstances and different brain chemistries, that if you don't at least understand your lineage at least a little bit, you miss out on so much. So
no, because we've talked about that. Like, her mom, I forgot what it's called. Her mom had it and her grandma had it. Okay. It's just like a thing when you get pregnant, you just get super sick. Your pregnancy, you're sick. Okay. Her mom got it because she has 2 other siblings. She got it 3 times. Her mom's mom, her grandma got it 3 times because she had 3 kids, I think. I know that now. Yeah. So now I factor in the future, we cannot have kids until you're able to stay at home for 9 months. You just have to. Yeah. Because you're not going to work and then throw up on the job every day. That's just not realistic. Just not realistic at all. Yeah. And then she knows, okay, or I know too that her dad had cancer, and that her uncle had cancer, and it's crazy because the cancer that they both had was in the same spot, but it's not hereditary. Oh. Okay. So now we have to factor in, okay, we have to eat properly, eat healthy. We can't use plastics or stainless steel or whatever it is, because we can't get sick. We can't afford to get sick. And like, if the Lord has that in our future, I can't control that. Yeah. But we can prepare. We can be disciplined. And then she knows my mom has lupus. And that could run in your family too. So Jalil, you're not gonna be 40 years old, bad knees, bad hip, because you didn't want to eat properly. No, I'm gonna force you now to start changing your lifestyle, because it's no longer just about you or me. It's about both of us together.
It's definitely important to be intentional when you're dating and who you are interacting with, because of like, I've known men that go out their way to only just bag baddies. That's the only criteria. Just, they must be bad. And I'm like, you're setting yourself up to suffer. Especially, I know you. I know your worth ethic. You aren't going to be OD rich. I promise you. I'm sorry. I can't lie to you. I can't lie. Because of it's like, if your whole thing is your significant other just has to be bad, you got to be lit. I'm sorry. You got to be a CEO, bro. I don't know, bro. But yeah, no, it's definitely difficult when you have a significant other that you don't even know for real. I feel like the level of the relationship can never get past a certain point. Like, it can never become true and wholesome if y'all don't know each other. Like, that's just something as simple as that. So,
because now you get the ick because you saw something you didn't like, when you could have been seeing this if you weren't worried about XYZ. I can't have it. I can't have it. You want a bad wife, but you're not smart. So what future are you gonna have? She's not smart and you're not smart, and you'll be bad in the box. It's cooked.
Yeah. How much was this whole wedding process, from the honeymoon to the ceremony to the rings, the whole 9 yards?
Like money, or like how stressful?
Both. Let's go both. Okay. Let's go both.
I personally wasn't stressed. I personally was not stressed.
Okay.
The hardest thing was the suit situation.
Okay, yeah.
That was by far the most stressful, and it wasn't stressful. It was just annoying.
Okay, yeah.
Because we get the suits, we get fitted for the suits, then you send them from Hong Kong to here, and then they don't fit. Then we send them back, then you send them back again, and they still don't fit. The wedding's in 2 weeks. What do you mean it doesn't fit? So that was just stressful. That was probably the hardest thing for me that I dealt with personally.
Okay, yeah.
The next hardest thing was just watching how stressful it got for her.
Oh, okay, yes. So I was going to get that to your wife.
She was very stressed the whole entire time. I think it was...
Was she trying to make it perfect?
No, but she was trying to make it worthwhile.
Oh, okay.
Because we both wanted to get eloped and just call it a day. Get eloped, take the pictures, and then that was it. And then have a really big honeymoon.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But then we talked and it was like, 10 years from now, you're going to see all your friends, all your family getting married. With pictures and everything else. And you're going to be like, wow, I wish we would have done that. And I know that, and I'm not a girl. So let's just do it.
Yeah.
It'll be hard, it'll be stressful, but it'll be done. And now it's done. No stress. Just happy. The next thing we plan now is literally just life. Which you can plan day by day. It's not like, has to be done by here or by then, and that's it. That process was stressful just to see how stressed she was.
Okay.
I was personally okay. The honeymoon, planning that was fine. My mom did that. She helped out with that. That was pretty easy. That was fun. Great time.
I'm more so talking about like price specifically.
Yeah. I'm trying to avoid that. I'm trying to avoid that. It was expensive.
Okay, that's what we're gonna leave it at. Heard you.
Nah, it was like, the honeymoon with everything was like, $6,000. That's with like everything and like excursions and like food included. Just the base, it was like $3,500. Okay, yeah. So then So that was that.
Because one of the reasons why I'm asking, because I feel like a lot of times people they know that weddings are expensive. Yeah. Like in theory, like when you think about a wedding, you know it's going to be expensive for a multitude of reasons. One, there's a lot of price gouging that goes along with weddings. Yeah, like the fact that let's say you're having fish and rice for food, right? That should be a $10 plate. You go to a wedding, that's $60 on your head, and you will like it. Yeah. The photographer now costs an extra $0 on what they what they usually charge. You know, things. A wedding DJ, everything is just more expensive. So I feel like it kind of helps society as a whole when people are able to actually see numbers and actually be able to like feel how much bread is being spent on it. Because like you actually have to like save for this. This is like a really big expense.
And I think the thing that was helpful too with a lot of it was I have friends that do a lot of things. So like the DJ was a lot cheaper than it was supposed to be. Like the DJ was about $2,000 cheaper than it was supposed to be. Photography was $3,000 cheaper than it was supposed to be, just because I have friends that do this, and then friends that are willing to go and like host it or like MC the event. That made it cheaper. The venue was like, I think it was $8,000 just for the day. Okay. And then food, everything else. I think the total of the whole day was probably somewhere around like 30. 30. Wow. Yeah. And are we even talking rings yet? Oh, the rings. Yeah, the rings. I can't talk about that. For sure. I could talk about the wedding bands. Okay, yeah. For mine, it was 8. And for hers, it was 4. Yeah. But the actual ring, I can't, because I don't want her to know. She's been asking for a year and some change now. I can't tell her. That's one of the... Wait, you bought your own band? She bought it. Okay. I bought her, she bought mine. Okay, that's nice. Yeah. That's nice. Because I wasn't buying another ring, bro. I'm not going to lie. The first one was crazy enough. But yeah, I think it was around 30. Okay. I don't know because I was blessed. Okay, yeah. Her parents did. It's a whole family. It's a whole. It's a community. A community raises a child. So that was helpful. So yeah, they were able to bless us with that. And if you're watching this, thank you. We truly appreciate it, and we were really grateful for it. So yeah, it was expensive though. Like, is there anything you would do differently? Like from people you invited to the type of food. Oh, for sure. Oh my gosh. People are staying home. My bad. If I could fast forward and see who came that day, I wouldn't have invited none of them. Yeah, I would have invited so many more people. Okay, yeah, for sure. Like, and then I was worried about like security kicking people out. There was no security there, and they're supposed to hire security for the venue. Oh my gosh, I would have had like 400 people there. Yeah. Oh wow. Would have way more people because. Oh, so that's why there was a cap on the limit of people. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I would have had way more people there. That, and then I think I would have done a different song with my mom.
Oh, talk about that.
Because that was, for those that don't know, I cried during that song.
He cried a lot. It was nice. I had fun.
It was bad. Not bad. It was good. What I wish would have been different is that what would have helped is we sang, it was Hello by Adele. Great song.
Yeah.
We were supposed to do Ski by Young Thug, like mashup. I don't know how we were going to do it, but it was supposed to be that. That would have been funny.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we wanted to do. Because she was expecting that too. Which is why she started dancing when she did. Because she was like, okay, it's not coming on. I'll just dance myself.
Okay.
And that's what made me laugh. Because, man, I was balling.
How come?
My mom she's a sweet person. Everyone thinks she's just a sweet, lovely lady. My mom is an ass. We're dancing, right? And she was like, wow, this is like really hitting me. Like, you won't come home anymore. I said, I'm going to come back and visit. I'm going to come home and see you. Like, yeah. She was like, yeah, but it won't be the same as when you were a little boy. Cooked. Oh, my gosh. I've never had tears like that in my life. Flooded. And then she's like, yep, gotcha. And then danced. Wow. And then what made it the absolute worst was usually you end the song, you hug your mom, and she leaves. My mom dipped, grabbed Kenzie, and that was the end of the song.
That was okay. So that wasn't.
That wasn't planned.
Oh, okay.
It probably was planned in her head. It wasn't
I'm
planned.
so glad she did that.
Yeah.
I'm so.
I heard it was beautiful. I couldn't see. I couldn't see a thing. But I heard it was beautiful, and yeah, I wish that would have been a little different, just so we could have those final moments like together.
Okay.
Because that, yeah. But it was. I heard it was beautiful. Like it meshed well.
Yeah, because the theme of it all was this is now her role to be with you like that.
But man, I was sick. And then she's like, "It's okay." I was like, "Bro, move, bro. I'm not trying to hear that right now. Move."
Because I think it was David that told me this. He was like, once he left and he went off to go do a big boy job, right? He was like, y'all need to take hold and cherish these small moments that y'all are having with your family and friends, because of now that we're adults, we have work. We only get a week for Christmas, and you might get another week for holidays, right? So instead of seeing your friends and family, let's say once a month, now you're gonna see them once to twice a year.
Yeah,
it's completely different. It's completely different. Yeah. The stories will start missing. You will miss out on such pivotal moments in your friends and family's lives if you are not careful. Like, you will come home and your nephew has grown a foot, and you're just supposed to take it. You just have to accept it because you weren't there. So yeah, no, it's tough.
I'll tell you how grimy it's been. I've been moved out for a week. Just a week. I come home, new furniture everywhere downstairs. When we were downstairs, my dad had like a 60-inch TV. I could tell you how many times he's watched a football game on that TV. 6 times. We've lived there since 2007.
Oh, wow.
6 times.
Okay.
Brother, there's an 85-inch TV downstairs now. They turned my room, repainted all of it. I had like minor holes in my wall, like patches that were painted up and sanded, right? They're all gone. You wouldn't tell that there was holes in my wall ever in life, and they repainted the whole wall.
This might hurt. I think they're ready to sell your house.
Like, it's over. Workout room in my room, no more room. They ripped up the carpet. They put, bro, I haven't had closet doors since I was in 6th grade.
So your parents had 70,000 just.
They were just ready to go. They was just up. Like, what?
New TV, new carpet, painted walls. I think that's
new couches downstairs. Then I go upstairs. The couches are gone. There's new couches there. Yeah.
How old is your dad?
43.
Okay, so you got some more time. Some more time.
But like,
I thought they're hitting that retirement age. Y'all about
No. But like, now he's talking about the house can be paid off in about 10 years. I'll try to do it in 6. Where are you going? What do you have to, why are you rushing? Go where? Yeah. The whole upstairs is painted. Everything is new.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, yeah, we're just waiting for you to leave. And it's sad because my brother's there, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know what they're going to do when he leaves. Because what they just did was just up the bag. When he's gone, what are they going to... Oh, yeah. So we have smoke. It's real smoke.
In 6 years, how Joe, your little bro, going to be... He going to be like married?
He'll
like
be 25.
Trying to go get married? Yeah, they're going to sell the house. That's... Yeah. 6 years is new house. Okay.
Yeah, bro. So, man, it's been crazy to see, though. Like, wow.
Are you seeing your family in different... What? It's the cool down. Oh, okay. All right. Are you starting to see your family in different lights now that you've moved out and you're married and your whole 9 yards?
Like my immediate family?
Like immediate.
No, I don't think it's been enough time.
Okay.
Like, my dad came over today to help out with stuff, and my brother was there to do the same thing. So, like, it just feels normal. But I do imagine, like, by this summer, it'll be like, wow, like, I haven't seen you guys in, like, a month. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So that hasn't hit me yet, though, because I've seen them. It's been... We moved in last weekend, so it's been two weekends now where I've seen them.
Oh, okay.
So, no, it doesn't feel weird yet. Mm-hmm. But I imagine it will start getting like that soon. Mm. But, like, how my parents are, too, especially my dad, he'll just pull up randomly to the crib.
For sure.
Yeah, unlock the door, I'm here. Yeah, but okay, yeah. I don't have a choice. You're right. Yeah.
For sure. You'll break it.
Yeah, but I don't.
Break that door down. For sure.
But I don't know. I don't think it'll be weird yet.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
And then we lived at her parents' house, which is 15, 20 minutes away. So okay. I know she hasn't felt that yet because we were there every day this week.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Nah, this getting older stuff is starting to get. It's starting to hit differently because of like we've been out of school for long enough to start seeing diverging paths happen.
Yeah,
because it's like at the end of this school semester, if you were staying for a graduate program, you should have your master's by now.
You should be done by now, yeah.
So now there's a whole new era of people and chapters of life that's like moving on. Which now. Is crazy. So I don't know. I think it's something about like having people reconnect with me or like see me now is always so weird because it's like they remember a whole different version and aspect of me, and they still trying to like address me like we were. Like the way we were like 6 years ago. And the context feels so different now. Yeah. And it's kind of like, it's interesting trying to let them know, hey, motherfucker, I'm different. I'm a grown human now.
Because you don't want to be mean and like.
But it's definitely put the fries in the bag.
Yeah.
Let's.
So where are you going out this weekend, brother?
Going
church.
I don't think
come with me.
I don't think Phil's actually about going out in a while.
You just can't. What do you mean? You still partying at the bars people used to party at when we were in college in junior year 4 years ago? That's 4 years ago.
You know, I can give it a pass if you're still hanging out with people from college. I'm not giving it if it's from high school. I can't give that pass. That one I can't give that one a pass because it's like. I don't control my weekends. Like I work in healthcare, so you work every other weekend, right? So the one weekends I do have off, i.e. like this one, I have to make the most of it.
Yeah.
So there's something about trying to add all these different people or like just expand myself and reach all these different aspects. It's always so like difficult. It's just difficult because it gets to a point where it's like I don't want to be that guy that's like fuck out my face, why are you talking to me type of thing. I got it in me, but I don't want to be like that type of person.
Yeah.
So it's always difficult trying to distance yourself with people that you just don't vibe with no more.
And then the biggest thing too is like if I go out of my house, I have to spend at least $25 for something. I have to go out to eat. I have food at home. Why am I leaving my house? Oh, you want to go watch the game? My TV's right here. Why am I?
Go to the bars and spend a $20 drink? I can't. I like rent. That's my thing. It's just rent.
That's the craziest thing. Is like I pay. I've never had to pay rent in my life, even in college.
How does that feel?
It's crazy. I don't like it. I don't like it at all because I lived as an RA for 2 years in a bodacious apartment.
Bro,
didn't pay for anything.
If that apartment was on sale now, that bitch would be $1,600.
That was the most stressful thing about the whole wedding process was finding a crib. We didn't find a crib until 3 weeks before our wedding.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Because after the wedding, y'all weren't going to go back to your parents' house, right?
No, we can't.
Yeah.
My parents literally told me, don't even think about coming back. Go somewhere else. It was, you could go anywhere else in the world. You can't live here, though. No. We can't let you. And it wasn't like, we don't want you here. It's like, you have to grow.
Yeah.
If you stay here with us, even for a little bit, you won't grow. Because you won't want to leave. You have to leave now.
No.
So.
My parents was a kind of a complete different way. So they hit me with the. So you know what? This is a story that my mom was just telling me the other day about my brother. She was like, she looked at my brother, my older brother, and was like, "You are not allowed to leave here until you have a mortgage, and you show me your bank account." So I said, "No, don't worry." Yeah. Year goes by, and then he shows up with the mortgage and how much he makes in a year. So I was like, you know what? I get it.
Leave,
that's one of the things where, especially culturally for Nigerians, it's like you're not allowed to leave until you can buy a house. Like that's because leaving my house to go pay rent, you can pay me rent. That's the way that they like internalize it. And I get it. I definitely get it because of my mom was literally telling me, it's like, you could have bought a house if you just stayed with me like another year. You really could have just done that. But I was like, true. But I just didn't want to live there. I just for me to grow, I couldn't live there. That was the type of
and the trajectory I had, like I couldn't. I knew that as soon as we got the rings, I was like, yeah, it's over. I got this much time to figure it out. So, and it just wasn't mortgage time, but it will be. It will be soon.
That's real. Yeah. Do you feel like scared about growing yet?
No. I know God has us where He needs us. And as long as I trust in that and follow that, I don't think I'll ever have to worry in life.
That's fair.
Yeah.
How do you feel about being a man? Do you feel grown? Do you feel manly, man?
It hit me the other night. I actually got kind of nervous.
What do you mean?
I have so much responsibility now that I didn't have a month ago. Like, I'm no longer caring about my life. I have to care about yours too. I have to make sure that you're good. And then I have to make sure we have a roof over our head. Like, I went from fiance, boyfriend, whatever you want to call it, to my dad. Yeah. In a matter of a week. Like, not even a day. Because the next day, after we got married, we went on a honeymoon. And it was like, boom. You can't leave anywhere without me on this resort.
And do you know something that's crazy? I was really talking about my girl about this. I was like, you're about to grow so much. You're gonna grow so much as like a husband. Like, you know how your dad literally, me and him picked up the couch and we're moving the couch in. There's a problem with moving the couch in. It wasn't working. No one knew how to do it. And then it's like, all right, this is how you're gonna have to do it. That'll soon have to be you.
Yeah, but it's just like, how did you even? Because the couch is not supposed to fit in the house. It just wasn't supposed to. Somehow he said, yeah, just do this. Boom.
Fold it this way. Then fold it that way. Then turn it up. Tweak it a little bit.
And it just worked.
And it just
he did it 3 times. How did you do that to just make it okay?
And then the funniest thing is, he was trying to explain it to you. And then you're like, what do you mean? This doesn't make sense. And then he said, just put it down. Let me do it. And then he just like goes and does it. And it's like, as a man, as a man and a husband, and just like the head of the household, it gets to a point where you have to be able to come up with those answers. Like, that's the thing that just has to be done.
And the craziest thing is that blows me is because I know I have to do it now, is the fact he said, I'm going to come help you move. I can't lift those couches because my back hurts and my wrists are swollen. That's what he told me. And he moved them anyway. Yeah. And this is my life now every day. Has to be.
Yeah, and the thing is, you don't got a youngin yet. You don't have a little dude yet. Man. So you'll turn into Superman. You'll actually have to turn into Superman.
Like, it's crazy how like it just
human computer. You'll have to
It's about ChatGPT every day, every second. Yeah.
And honestly,
that's what hit me though that made it scary. Because I realized like, wow, I just became my dad and like everything he said was right in my life. And it hit me like within all that information of 23, 24 years of living hit me literally within 12 hours. Like just boom.
Yeah, that's real.
Oh.
I don't know if it's a thing that it's something I've noticed. It's just something I've noticed. Your wife loves you, but when I tell you, you might need to learn how to build a house. You might need to learn those technical skills, how to put a fridge in. how to make a washing machine work, even though that's not your job. You do healthcare stuff, but somehow somebody's gonna need to
It's just crazy.
learn electricity. You just will. And I think my mom was one that was really like telling me this too. Is like a capable man is a man that's worth loving. That's like the vibe. No matter how toxic it is, that's just like the way people like see things. That's just
Because to be a sassy man in this day and age will get you so far. Because what do you mean you don't know how to plug an HDMI cord into the TV? Tell me I don't want to get shocked. Huh? Yeah.
You might need to learn how to kill a bear. That's just the thing you might have to do.
I live in the cities. If I have to kill a bear. Now, we didn't talk about this actually. It was about killing chickens actually.
Okay.
Because she wants to, obviously for health reasons, have her own farm one day.
Okay.
And like chickens and like eggs.
I feel like that's
and it's like, she's like, I'm not killing chickens. And I looked at her like, who's finna do it? And I said, oh, me. Who else is gonna do it? Yeah. So now one day I had to be able to just look at chicken and just and cook it. She said, yeah, I can't touch it. I can't do that. And I said, yeah, someone has to.
I'm the someone. My bad. I forgot
right.
we're not dating anymore.
Yeah. Because what do you mean you don't want to do it?
We're married.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to not want to.
Or today. Today hit me that I was married. And I watched my dad do it so effortlessly. I was like, wow, how did you just learn that?
Do it.
So we went to pick out rugs.
Okay.
Or like doormats.
Mm-hmm.
It's a doormat. You just,
right?
That's what you think.
Mm-hmm.
My dad said, oh, here one goes right here. She said, no, I don't. Yep, you're right. Here you go. That's the one you want? Perfect. Take it.
For sure. I'm going to sit here
So I'm not going to argue with you.
For life?
He said, it's your house.
No.
It was like, bro, it was literally like watching Michael Jordan cook a dishwasher man in just 3 in his face.
I'm arguing with a married woman?
He said, oh, yeah, you're right. It's your house.
Yeah, for sure.
He said, son. He grabbed my son every day.
You see that? You see that? Yeah,
every day.
Just like that. Just like
I said, wow. And she laughed. And she was like, and I was like, no, he's really serious. Like, that's every day. Argue with you about what?
Think about it like, literally. Think about it like this. I'm going to get something that you don't like. And every time you see that thing, it's an argument. No, I'm not going to. No, I shoot myself in the foot first. Yeah. Like, what do we? So, yeah, no, especially with little design things. You don't give a fuck about the kitchen.
Not at all.
You don't care if it's purple, blue, and hashtags everywhere. Yeah. You don't give a fuck.
I don't care. As long as I can cook and eat in there, and I'm good.
For sure. All y'all food in the fridge?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, no, it's tough. Honestly, one of the things, and that's another thing about me taking my time with this marriage thing. Because it's like, I must work towards being at a base level to be able to start a family. Like, minimum. Because it's like, I've picked up boxing, I've picked up cooking, I've picked up all these, like, different things. Honestly, the goal of 2025 is to become as sexy and as smart as humanly possible. That's just the goal. That's just the goal. I'm reading books, practicing for the GRE, just random shit like that, right? Yeah. And I feel like it's giving me a space to control everything that's in my arm's reach. Because like in this world, you can't control everything. Like you will go mad trying to control everything that goes on. So you literally just have to create your small circle and move within there. If you want to be the king of your domain in this circle you've created. Yeah. Minimum. So that's how I'm attacking this world, because you will drown with all the responsibilities of this world. It's paying for insurance, for example. Get ready. Get ready, bucko.
You go out to eat for your birthday and invite everybody in your family, and you were paying for it.
Yes.
Yeah. I watched my dad do it, and it's like, no.
It's my birthday. Why is my wallet being pulled out? I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Man. Nice. Your daughter brings a boyfriend or anyone around you. Pay for his dinner too.
Yeah, I don't even like the guy.
See, you hate him. You think he's a bad guy, but no, just Every time after every soccer game, y'all go to Culver's just to kick it. That bill of them 10 hamburgers and 10 custards and 10 fries, and some big bag bastard that wants to have 2 sandwiches. That's your bill.
Whole time you wanted the 2 sandwiches, but you can't even do it. Man.
Every meal costs $120 for some reason.
No, because that's what blew me about dating. That's what blew me about. Because, bro, listen. I go to Chipotle. I get my bowl. I get my order. It costs me $9.83. I have it down to a T. Why is it now that I go to Chipotle with Kenzie and it's $23 every time? How? How? It more than doubled.
Because you love her.
I didn't process it. I go to Jimmy John's. I get the Club Lulu. It's $11.83. How did we just spend $32 at Jimmy John's? Where did it come from? Now all of a sudden we like dessert? You ain't never had dessert in your life.
You had a Sunday frappe for the first time?
Like, bro.
Why? How come?
Yeah. Man. Now life is different. I can't even imagine with kids. Yeah. Because if it more than doubled with...
You go have a 6'7" son. You know that? Have you set that in?
Nah, I thought about it already. Yeah. But the thing is, when I grew up, I didn't eat a lot of food. Like, I did growing up, but like, I'm lying. I
lied his ass off for no reason,
I demolished
bro.
that fridge. And she wants at least 2 kids. And I just know that God's going to say, I need you to have 2 huge boys.
Yeah. You're lucky she wants 2. You're super lucky she just wants 2.
Because anything more than that is just greedy.
I personally want 5, but we'll take a couple steps back. We'll take a couple steps back.
This economy, bro.
I want as much kids as I can afford. That's what I want.
Are your kids playing sports?
Yeah, for sure.
Which ones?
All of them.
Hockey?
No. Oh, you mean what type of sports?
Yeah.
I can't do hockey. I'm sorry.
You know why I can't do hockey?
Because the gear is separate prices. It's separate prices.
10 bands a year.
What the fuck?
Yeah. 10.
No way.
10 bands a year.
Like
signing up
kids?
to play.
Like kids?
For signing, yes. From 5 years old, I think is when it starts. It's almost 10 bands a year. That's why if you play hockey growing up, you have to go league. Because if you play hockey and you suck, from 5 to 7, that's $20,000 we spent on your stuff.
I've been sitting back with that idea, right? I want to figure out what point do I pull my children out of sports, because if you suck $200 KDs every year, no. That's just it. No, you just no. That's expensive. That's especially if it's a scenario where it's like you're constantly riding the bench. I don't know. But we're going to have to figure something out. So we are going to figure it out. I don't know if you had a practice every day, all time, no matter what. But something must shake. Because it will be so expensive for me to sit down and watch you be mediocre. You sat down as much as I sat down this game. No, I don't like that. I don't like it. It's not good. I don't like it. No. And I have to drive to Rochester. And then I have to drive down to Kansas.
Yeah.
And then I have to... honestly, I totally understand why my parents didn't approve of me playing basketball and like continue to do the thing. Because I remember I played AAU, right? I was traveling the United States of America, and I sucked. Like I barely got in. Like I legitimately was so all right to keep making the team, but not to like be one of the guys on the team. So I was like, I don't think I want my mom to drive all the way out to Las Vegas to come watch me sit. I don't think that's 7 points for you to drive 4 hours. I don't think it's fair. I have empathy. Yeah. That's my thing. I have empathy.
I didn't realize it until I was in college that I was trash at everything I did. Like it didn't hit me. Cause you know what was crazy?
What?
My dad always had to work when I had games and stuff. Like when he would try to make it, he never missed nothing of RJ's. And that's when I realized I'm not the athletic son.
Yeah,
because I'm talking about he never had to work. My mom was always free. My dad was at every single game, every meet, everything.
And the thing is,
the whole time,
your brother played 3 sports in 3 different seasons. So you were free the whole year.
The whole year you just had off. You just had off. You just work from home. Yeah.
You didn't work 18 hours every weekend. Oh, okay.
So I will be upset because her dad is almost 7 feet. He's like 6'9". 6'9". I'm already 6'5". Her brother's 6'5".
Yeah.
If I have two sons that are 6'7", and you're worse than I was at sports, you're going to Nigeria. And you're not coming back. You're going. I'm gonna send you. Not coming back.
Neither of us are Nigerian, but you are going there. You're going there.
Because what do you mean you've had all of this? I didn't know I was gonna be this tall. If I did, I might have tried a little harder. And if they have great knees, man, there's no excuse. That's all I needed was some knees, bro.
Nah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, no, it's tough, bro. Every day I blame my parents a little bit less, just a little.
Oh yeah,
less.
no, I can't even be mad.
Are you gonna put your kids in like what's like other type of sports like swimming and debates, speech, things like that? Was it that one? Okay, continue.
No, they'll be in speech.
Okay.
They have to learn debate. They have to. Because you got to learn how to articulate yourself. That helped me as a kid.
For sure.
Or as in high school. That helped me a lot. Yeah, swimming. We're just not supposed to swim. Like, we're just not supposed to. Like, it wasn't designed for us. When have you seen a black man in the Olympics for swimming? We're not supposed to. It's literally like scientifically proven we are not made to do that. So you're just going to get thrown into the pool at like 3 years old and figure it out.
Okay.
That way you know how to doggy paddle at least, so you don't embarrass yourself on a date.
Okay, I got you.
Other than that, no, nah.
Swimming will be the one that you cop out. Okay, that's fair.
Nah.
That's fair.
You'll learn how to talk.
Yeah.
You'll join the extracurriculars inside of school, but like
gymnastics is one I think I might force gymnastics.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Because them motherfuckers be just
the only reason why I wouldn't is because
the coaches.
If I saw a 6'5" human being doing backflips and bicycle kicks, I'm not trusting that human. What do you mean you're on the cheerleading squad on top of the tower? I will kick you in the face. But like, it'll probably be. I don't think it'll be football.
I'm not. They're not doing football.
I think it'll be track, basketball, and baseball.
Literally, the only way my sons are playing football is if I am robbing the world of an athletic freak. That's the only way.
You got LeBron in your basement, yeah.
And I'm not letting them play. Okay,
it's the only way.
Fine.
If I got LeBron or Allen Iverson in my basement, they could play basketball.
I got an Anthony Edwards in my crib, and I don't let him play. I'm the bad guy.
We can go play, but like
I'm the bad guy.
If they are how I was in high school,
if they're my height, you're not doing it. You must quit junior year.
Yeah.
Go join robotics, bastard.
Yeah.
I'm not going.
Yeah, it'll be a basketball, baseball, track and field, golf type of guy.
For sure.
It might be golf because that one's crazy. Tennis.
Okay, y'all.
Tennis.
Yeah. Have you played tennis?
Yeah.
Knees, bro.
Yeah,
them knees hurt.
I never played after high school. That gym unit. I slide around like Serena, but nah, I do it now. You catch me at pickleball.
Yeah,
I'll play some pickleball,
bro. I went down to Atlanta to play pickleball, and it's difficult.
Yeah.
Like my knees was in literally every direction. Like I remember I did like this for one of the swings. I said, "Yeah, this sport is crazy."
You don't play anyone over 60 because they've had 5 years since retirement to play every day. I'm not gonna play you.
For sure.
We have a gym teacher at our school. You wouldn't think she's athletic at all. She will kill you in pickleball every time. She spiked it at me, hit me in my fell down. She laughed. She said, "You better be ready next time." She don't talk smack to nobody ever. I'm on the ground crying like, wow. Yeah.
But all right, anything you want to add? Any last advice? Any last things?
Nah.
All right.